This is episode 140. So, I wanted to really go in depth in the coming episodes about the different phases of content creation. In today's episode, I will go over the first phase, which is called the discovery phase. So, if you are an SEO and you are wondering what type of content you should be writing for your own blogs or for your client sites, but you just don't know where to start or where to look at to determine what kind of content you should be writing, listen to this episode because I will be giving you my guidelines on what you should be following to really discover the best pages you should be writing about. So, with that said, let's get started. Welcome to the Calm Marketer Podcast. My name is Kenneth Fong, a digital marketer on a mission to help businesses thrive. I'll bring you on my marketing journey where you'll get to learn from my experiences as an INFP navigating an extroverted world and get actionable marketing tips for your business. Thanks for spending some time with me today. Now let's begin. So before writing any piece of content, you want to make sure that the piece of content that you want to write about is going to rank or it has some chance to rank, right? So I always recommend, doing keyword research as the first thing to really help you focus on the specific topics that are most popular, right? You don't want to focus on a keyword that no one is searching for. Now, depending on your niche, if you are a local business, maybe there might be cases where the topics that you want to write about doesn't have that much search volume, and that's okay. You really want to focus on topics that you know your audience will benefit from. Now, when you kind of have an idea of what type of keywords you want to write content around, the first thing that you need to do in the discovery phase is check out the search intent. So what is search intent? Search intent is essentially the reason why people are searching for that keyword in the first place. So there's various types of search intent. There's about like 4 to 5 different types. There's informational. So that's highest in the funnel, the sales funnel, right? Informational are keywords that are more general. So, how to cook pasta or how to do X, Y, or Z. There's also navigational. So navigational is more geared towards big brands. So it could be someone typing in YouTube or HubSpot sign up page or going to a specific page that a searcher already wants to go to. So these are more branded terms. The third one is transactional. So these are keywords that have a transactional intent towards them. So people searching for a specific type of brand or a make and model or a specific thing that you can purchase online. So people are actually going to a page that is talking about a specific type of product. And there's also commercial intent. So this is more about doing research around different products. So the best type of computer, or software reviews, or the cheapest headphones, or Bose versus Beats headphones. So really trying to compare and contrast different products that people can buy. And there's also the local intent. Now, this is really, in my space, local intent is really huge. Working with a lot of local businesses, local intent is really huge. So there's different types of search intent. So you want to make sure that whatever keyword you want to write about, you want to know the search intent, right? And this will help you evaluate your chances for ranking for that specific keyword. I was working with a client and they wanted to rank for this very highly competitive term. And they were a global brand. So I knew that there was a chance that they could rank for this highly competitive term. But when I Googled it, I noticed a lot of local based businesses were ranking on the first page, including Yelp. So this particular keyword, even though it had high search volume and it really made sense for this particular company to rank for it, Google was preferring local businesses. So even though this site had high authority, and it really made sense for us to really rank for it, Google is not wanting to do that. Google is preferring those local businesses. So can we rank for that highly competitive term? Probably not. We probably wouldn't be ranking on the first page. So that's something to keep in mind. So really make sure that you have the search intent. You really understand the search intent for the specific keyword, right? So go through the top 10 pages in Google and just look at the content. Are they all Yelp pages? Are they, comparison pages, informational pages, blog articles, landing pages? You really want to make sure you look through the top 10 pages to determine the type of content you will have to create. Now, you also want to make sure that you understand what other type of SERP features are on the first page of Google, right? So is Google showing images? Are they showing video, the map pack, um, definitions, FAQs? What types of SERP features or featured snippets are being displayed on the first page, right? So you want to make sure that if Google is showing a lot of video and images, that will give you an idea that, hey, if you want to rank for the first page, you should be having video and images. Or if you see a lot of results that are having the FAQ show up, so you need to write the FAQ section on your pages as well. So you have the opportunity to show up for that FAQ snippet on the first page and things like that. And a tool that I recommend is the structured data markup helper. This is a tool from Google that will help you create schema.org structured data. The JSON LD, I guess you could call it code. And you can basically just copy and paste this code onto your page. So I will include a link to this structured data markup helper in the show notes. And you also want to find the best content that ranks for your keyword. So go to the first page and look at that content, look at the length. So record the length, record the number of paragraphs, see how long the paragraphs are, record what type of media they use, etc. Right? So try to see the type of content that is ranking and see like how many headings they use and things like that. Okay. If you see a page that doesn't look that good, like if you see a page that is really old, like I was doing this the other week, I was searching for something along the lines of essential oils, and I saw a page that was pretty old and stodgy. The content wasn't that great, but I think it was ranking number 6 or 7. That's probably because it has high domain authority, right? So if you see a page that is a branded term like Walmart or Target, or if you see a page that doesn't look that good but is still ranking high, you could attribute that ranking to high domain authority. So that's a slight warning, right? So if you do see those pages, that means that you need to have high domain authority to even rank on the first page. So make sure you understand what types of pages are ranking on the first page. And the next thing you want to do is just create an outline based on those top pages, right? So if you are wanting to write about, how to brew coffee, look at those top pages that are ranking and create an outline for yourself on how to brew coffee, right? So pull the H1 tags, pull all of the H2, the H3 tags, and put it all in one list. So get the top 10 and go to the pages that are most relevant and just pull all of those headers out and create an outline for yourself, right? And then the last thing you should do is determine the words, the phrases, and the content structure. So look at the top 10, get the average length of words being used, look at the specific phrases being used, the content structure, look at the title tags. Are they using the keyword in the title tags? Are they using the keyword in the meta description, in the H tags? Right? So see what types of guidelines you need to be following. So if they are using the main keyword very heavily, then in your guideline, you should put in your guideline that, hey, you should be focusing and mentioning this keyword in the title tags, the header tags, and so on and so forth, right? And also count the target keyword frequency. So how many times they are mentioning that target keyword, right? So try to create these guidelines and follow them, right? Even with images, like how many images on average people are using. If it's 5 images, then hey, maybe you should be creating 5 or maybe 6 or 7. So create these guidelines to really help you determine what really you should be writing about. And Surfer, they have their content editor that basically does this for you. Like they tell you, okay, how many words you should be writing about, how many paragraphs, how many images, and even the specific words you should be using. Surfer basically gives that to you. And if you want to really streamline your guideline creation, use Surfer. It will really help you. It helps me out a lot. So that's really it in terms of the discovery phase. You really want to make sure you have all of your ducks in a row. You understand what the competitors are. You understand what types of content is ranking, the search intent, and see whether or not you could even rank. If you have the potential to rank, then great, write that article. But if you see a lot of branded, high level websites ranking, like Walmart or Target, then maybe you probably might not be able to rank for it. So really make sure you go through the discovery phase very thoroughly before you write your article. So hopefully you thought this was helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. All the links are going to be in the show notes. So with that said, I will see you on the next episode.